Secretary, binanggit po ba niya si Atong Ang?
I cannot answer that question.
All right. But are there people higher that he's mentioned? I mean, let's say government officials. May ganun po ba?
Pero, may binanggit. Kaya lang siyempre, kasama sa investigation yan. We cannot reveal many things yet. Ano yan, tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-aaral natin. Tsaka sabi ko yan sa iyo, Karen, organized crime ito. Hindi ito kasamang patunayan, kaya mag-iingat tayo sa ating mga bibitang sa ito.
Itinali sa sakong may buhangin bago itinapon sa Taal Lake. Ganyan ang ginawa sa mga nawawalang sabungero. Ayon kay alias Totoy, ang akusadong gusto ng tumistigo sa kaso. Naglabas din siya ng video sa pagkakagapos sa nawawalang sabong master agent bago ito itinumba. Dahil na rin sa mga ibinuniyag ni alias Totoy, tila unti-unti nang nagkakalinaw, partikular na sa mga sangkot at mastermind sa kagimbal-gimbal na sinapit ng mga nawawalang sabungero na di umano isang malaking opisyal ng bansa, makapangyarihan na nasa pwesto pa umano ng gobyerno. Narito ang buong detalye. Ngunit bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalimutang i-like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more updates and for more upcoming videos. Maraming salamat! Sa videong hawak ni alias Totoy ang nagpakilalang direktang bahagi sa kaso ng mga missing sabungero, kita ang isang lalaking tila nakagapos sa aniyay isang sasakyan habang tinatanong ng mga lalaki. Hindi aninag ang mukha ng lalaking nakagapos dahil balot ito ng mas. Pero ayon kay alias Totoy, ito si Ricardo Junjun Lasco. Kabilang si Lasco sa 34 na subugerong 4 na taon nang nawawala. Si Lasco ang 44 anyos na master agent na didungkot nang hindi bababa sa 10 armadong lalaki sa kanilang bahay sa San Pablo, Laguna noong August 2021. Bilang master agent, binigyan ng prangkisa si Lasco para makapaglabas ng online sabong. Sa kanya tataya ang mga sabungero at ang kita ay porsyentuhan. May bahagi ang nagbigay sa kanya ng prangkisa at syempre pati siya. Ayon kay alias Totoy, kasama ang videong ito na ipapasa niya sa mga otoridad sa kanyang paglutang anumang araw mula ngayon. Matatanda ang una ng sinabi ni alias Totoy na alinsunod sa utos aniya ng among hindi pa muna niya tinukoy. Binayaran niya ang isang grupo para ipatumba si Lasco matapos itong pagbintangang pinirata ang isang online sabong broadcast.
Napapataya din siya na mas malaking porsyento. Nawala siyang kahirap-hirap, humina yung sales pinahanap.
Ang video na ito ni Lasco, pinadalaan niya ng mga taong binayaran niya bilang pruweba na nakuha na nila ito.
Ang nagbigay ng video, isa sa pinaka-team leader sa kumuha kay John Lasco.
Ano ang background ng mga ito? Ito ba yung mga sibilyan? O ito yung uniformado o ano?
Sila ay mga uniformado.
Sundalo po o pulis?
Pulis.
Kasama ho sila sa kakasuhan, tama po?
Kasama sila. Basta isang grupo yan.
Dagdag pa ni alias Totoy na pagkadukot kay Lasco at nang makuna na ito ng cellphone video bilang pruweba ay agad din itong itinumba.
Pagkuha sa kanya, sinakay sa sasakyan at inimbestigahan, ikot-ikot bago pinatay.
Yun hong video na yan, kailan ho kinunan?
Hindi ko matandaan. Basta yung paglabas doon sa CCTV, yun na yun. Tuloy-tuloy yun. Pagsakay ng sasakyan, kinuhaan na nila yan.
Hindi lang daw 2 milyong piso ang kanilang ibinayad sa grupong tumumba kay Lasco. Humirit pa kasi aniya ng dagdag na 2 milyong piso pa ang grupo na kinontrata niya para tapusin ang trabaho.
Ako mismo ang nagbayad sa kanya ng 2 milyon para anuhin yun. Kulang ng 2 milyon, sir. Gawa ng maraming tao ang ginamit ko dito. Tulad
ng ibang missing sabungero ayon kay alias Totoy, tinali daw sa sakong may buhangin ang labi ni Lasco para hindi lumutang, saka pinalubog sa isang palaisdaan sa Taal Lake. Napanood na rin ng pamilya ni Lasco ang video at kinumpirma nila na ito nga ang kanilang kaanak na matagal na nilang pinaghahanap.
Now joining us on Hot Copy, we have Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla. Secretary Remulla, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Karen. At magandang umaga sa lahat nanonood at nakikinig sa atin.
Magandang umaga po. Let's start first with the ICC prosecution strongly opposing former President Duterte's release, his interim release request to his chosen country. Does the DOJ, does the Philippine government have an official stance when it comes to Duterte's request?
Well, we don't think that it is an appropriate request. I think that the case should be heard as soon as possible, and that there may be more harm than good that will come out of it if that request is granted by the court. And the court itself knows that it took a lot to be able to bring him before The Hague, before the ICC, and it's not going to be easy to bring him back in case they lose possession of him or custody of him. So I think it's better that we just hear the case with him present in the proceedings.
Secretary, what do you believe are the risks if the court grants Duterte an interim release? Because they claim that he isn't a flight risk. Because of his age, for example, he needs the necessary medical care. So there's a chosen country, but the ICC prosecution has said, we would agree, but not to that country. So they have another country that's been redacted. We don't know these countries. But overall, what is the risk of having Duterte released to a country?
Number one, is it practical or necessary to get him released to another country? The way I look at it, the best medical care is already available in the Netherlands, and moving him might even cause a few more adjustments that will not be good for him. So let's just wait for the case to be heard, and let's just stay put where he is right now. I think that's the best thing that can happen in this case.
Now, in the petition, in the request, the legal team of former President Duterte assured the ICC that if granted, and they use this term, that the former president won't continue to commit crimes. So Malacanang has said it's an admission in itself. Do you see this as an admission too?
Well, the language itself, as a lawyer, we try to be careful with the words that we use. It might be a subliminal thing that they use the word will not continue to commit crimes. So let's leave it as it is and put more meaning to where we want to put more meaning to, which is the hearing of the cases, so that the people who suffered during the drug war, at least the families of those who suffered during the drug war, or who were killed or disappeared, will be put to rest, because all of these fears are there, and we want this to end as soon as possible.
Now, Secretary, has the ICC in any way asked the assistance of the DOJ, or is the DOJ participating in the trial in any form?
Well, they have. There's an official word already that they have gone to our witness protection program to secure the people who may be needed to testify in The Hague. And so we have given our support and cooperation, as this request is a well-founded request based on the safety, based on the necessity to bring the witnesses safely to The Hague to testify.
So this means that the Philippine government will be financially assisting, spending for the witnesses, the lawyers, who will be needed in the trial.
Just a bit.
Tama ba ito, sir?
Yung mga testigo lang, kasi yung mga testigo na yan, hindi naman, wala namang kaya sa buhay, marami dyan, wala rin eh. Walang-wala rin. Kaya, yun na talaga tutulungan namin. Those are the people.
All right. Now, do you have any word on the countries? Because it's been redacted. May impormasyon ba kayo? Ano po bang bansa ang because the team of former President Duterte has even said that they can't abscond, they can't change that country, that host country that agreed. Anong bansa po ba ito? Alam niyo po ba yun, sir?
Most probably it's a country in South America.
South America. Kasi it's a country that the ICC says...
Somewhere in South America.
Okay. It's a country that the ICC has said that it was never cooperative with them. So, posibleng sa South America ito.
Yes, possibly in South America. Kasi, ang alam ko, when they relocate people, they also relocate people to South America. So, it's possible that this request to, knowing how the ICC functions as a
Okay. Now, in a recent interview, you have said that the asylum bid of Attorney Harry Roque was denied. It was rejected by the Netherlands. Is this official information? Because Harry Roque has said it was not rejected. Fake news daw po kayo. I'm just...
I would not, Karen, Harry Roque is insignificant here. He does not even count among the people that we consider as problems. So I don't see why we should be talking about it. Sorry.
Okay, all right. But then since he has a case in the Philippines, it matters...
We want to bring him home, and so be it. That's it. I don't want to talk about what he wants because he's just trying to get the attention of people, and I will not give it.
But in terms of his passport, for example, has his passport...
We're working on it. We will have it cancelled, and that's it. I don't really want to talk about.
Okay.
It's a problem with the process yesterday.
Okay. Well, Secretary, we're losing you a bit there. Okay. We lost you a bit a while ago, no? Yung signal po ninyo. Okay. So, balikan ko lang. You said that you are working on the cancellation of the passport. Ano po ang timeline nun? Kasi pag nakansela ang passport, what happens to an individual? Just a Filipino, kunwari nakansela ang pasaporte, anong mangyayari sa Pilipino?
Well, he cannot go to a port of exit or entry and use the Philippine passport, as there will be a notice to all countries already that the passport has been cancelled due to the filing of criminal charges. So that will make it more difficult for him to move around.
Oo, that's one. But an extradition is possible with the Netherlands?
It can be done. It can be done. We're not really in a hurry to do that. We have more pressing problems. That's why I don't really want to talk about it. It's significant here. We have other bigger problems than Harry Roque.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the status of the 34 missing Sabungeros. No? This has been 4 years, and suddenly, alias Totoy has come out into the open. Where is he right now? I'm curious. Is he under the care of the DOJ?
He's being assisted by a group of police officers who have been talking to us, and we've been having a dialogue for the past 2 months about this.
And what do you make of his credibility?
I think he's very credible. I think that he has presented enough.
All right, we're losing Secretary Crispin Remulla again. It's his signal. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to fix up my...
Yeah, Secretary, let's go. Yeah, let's go on a quick break so we can fix your internet connection. Thank you so much. Head Start will be right back. Back with us, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla. Secretary?
Yes, Karen.
Ayan.
Good morning.
Okay, so pag-usapan ulit natin, si alias Totoy, you believe in his credibility and he's now under the care of some police officers, no? Anong impormasyon ang naibigay po niya? What came out in a report was yung mga bangkay ay itinapon daw sa Taal Lake. There are 2 minors included with the 34 victims. But did he tell the story of bakit yung 34 na yun?
There's more than 34, Karen, according to his recollection. Itong 34, ito lang yung talagang hinahanap ng mga pamilya at tuloy-tuloy na naghahanap sila. Kaya nagkaroon talaga ng interest ang estado rito. Pero actually, Karen, ito beyond areglo to eh. Hindi pwedeng areglo yung ganitong kaso. Mass murder to eh. Kaya mas marami sila. There are more than 34. There must be 100 of them.
Wow.
At ang nakikita ko lang talaga rito yung impunity ng may sala. Kasi sobrang dami ng pera nila. Parang nakakalimutan na nila na may halaga ang buhay ng tao. Kaya kailangan talaga ma-pursue itong kaso to. Alam mo, pag hindi natin ginawa ito, kawawa naman ang bansa natin. Parang pinabayaan lang natin na ang tao ay ipagpalit sa pera at ibaon sa limot. Huwag naman gano'n.
Oo.
Kailangan hanapan natin ng hustisya itong mga pamilya na naghahanap. At yung mga tao mismo nawawala, hanapan natin sila ng hustisya.
Oo. Etong nawawalang mga sabungero, ito po ay may kaugnayan sa panahon ng e-sabong. Hindi lang ito basta sabong. Tama po ba, sir?
Yes, isabong ito. At ito yung mga naakusahan o naparatangan na may tsope, yung nandadaya sa sugal at sa pandarayan yan. Dati kasi, Karen, sa ordinaryong sabungan, yung mga tsope, ginugulpihan ng mga sabungero. Kinukunan ng litrato at binaban lang sa sabungan. Tsope is a very, very long, has a long history in sabong. As long as there is sabong, there is tsope. Yung mga mandaraya. Pero nung araw, ginugulpi lang yan. I mean, that's sabungero justice. Pero ngayon lang nangyari na ang manyoyope ay pinapatay at nawawala na lang. Dito na lang sa panahon ng isabong kasi sobrang dami na ang pera ang involved at naging makapangyarihan masyado yung mga nagpapatakbo ng isabong. At sobrang dami nila.
Okay. Now, alias Totoy in the interview has said that the abduction were linked to the owner of the cockpit, yung may-ari ng cockpit, and yung online sabong operations. Nagbanggit po ba siya ng pangalan?
Pero mga binanggit na pangalan.
Meron.
At ayaw pa nating pag-usapan yan kasi nag-case build na pa kami at mahalaga na ang ating operations ay huwag maantala ng premature identity reveal.
Okay.
Dapat dito, hold muna natin.
But I wanted to ask you, does it go high up? Alam naman natin panahon ng isabong, it's Atong Ang, and he had very high-profile partners. Umaakyat ba hanggang doon?
May 20 partner na kasama dito sa isabong operation na titinitingnan natin kung ano makukuha natin ebidensya laban sa kanila. Kaya lang, ganun talaga. Alam mo yan, Karen, it's like trying to prove cases against the mafia. Sometimes you really have to be very creative in discerning many of the things happening. Pinakamahirap mag-prove ng kaso sa organized crime, but we are not backing down from this. Kasi ito ang kinakailangan ng bansa natin para tayo na may manahimik sa ating mga sarili at ang ating kaluluwa ay mabuo naman bilang isang bansa. At nakakaawa naman ang mga pamilya nito.
Secretary, binanggit po ba niya si Atong Ang?
I cannot answer that question, Karen.
All right. But are there people higher that he's mentioned? I mean, let's say government officials. May ganun po ba?
Meron. Meron. May binanggit. Kaya lang, siyempre, kasama sa investigation yan. We cannot reveal many things yet. Ano yan, tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-aaral natin. Tsaka sabi ko sa iyo, Karen, organized crime ito. Hindi ito madaling patunayan, kaya mag-iingat tayo sa ating mga bibitang salita.
Ngayon, tinanong po kayo kung magiging state witness itong si alias Totoy, no? You said kailangan muna siya kasuhan, then you bring it to
May kaso
court.
na siya eh. May kaso na siya.
Okay.
Kaya lang dapat mabuo lahat ng kaso at ma-discharge siya sa mga kaso na kinabibilangan niya sa pagkakapakita natin sa korte na kinakailangan ng kanyang testimonya para mabuo ang kaso. At isa yan sa mga pinag-aaralan natin ngayon kung paano natin bubuuin ang gusto. Kasi this is a big case, Karen. It's not something that's cut and dried. It's something that has to be pursued at every angle. Ano nga eh, ang searching lang for the remains will be problematic.
Yeah.
But we are willing, even I've instructed my staff to draft a letter to the Japanese government to ask for their ROVs, remote operating vehicles, at yung mga equipment na kasama nito para ma-map natin ang lake bed ng Taan para makita natin kung anong mga sediments na pwede natin tingnan at disturbuhin para mahanap natin ang ating hinahanap.
Yeah, because this is like straight out of a true crime, like a Netflix series, right? I mean, is it possible to find?
Karen, meron pa to isang video na lumalabas ka na yung tao bago patayin ay pinag-confess nila ng panyonyope. At Actually, yung pinakonfess nila, mirroring ng isabong operation. Na ang accusation ay siya ang kumukuha ng posta, hindi niya tinreturn over. Inagaw niya yung operation, hinijack niya yung operation. At may video to, may video itong taong to bago siya nawala.
Oo, pero yung video na ibigay sa inyo, saan nyo nakuha ang video, sir?
Dito rin, sa testigo rin naman. Tsaka marami pa dokumento ito nakasama. Hindi ito basta-basta, Karen. It's something that was hulog na lang ng langit talaga to sa atin. Kasi nga, we never gave up on these cases, Karen. Kaya lang ang hirap maghanap talaga ng krimen na walang wala kang mahanap na bangkay. Di ba? Pero hindi natin tinitigilan. Ito naman, based on this, kasi napahuli na natin to, nahanapan na natin ng prueba dati. Napahuli na natin dati, may kaso lang kami sa Court of Appeals kanya, inaayos pa para ma-restore ang warrant of arrest nila. Kasi parang pati Court of Appeals nagagapang itong grupong to. Ayun na masasabi ko. It is so alarming, Karen, on what money can do and how powerful people can be because they have so much money.
Okay. Alam po ba natin...
Pati Suprema, pinag-uusapan ito na kayang-kaya niya kausapin. Ganon klaseng tao itong mga kalaban natin dito.
Oo.
So, ano to, Karen, it's one talaga that needs the attention of our people and as our country as a whole and the whole government machinery. Hindi na pwede itong ganitong sistema na ang poder niya ay nanggagaling sa pera at gambling money at that. At parang lahat ng tao na bibili niya. Sana naman, huwag naman ganun ang mangyari sa
Matanong ko lang, Secretary, ano po ba ang papel ni alias Totoy sa sindikato? Kumbaga sa operasyong ito, what was his role?
Katiwala siya. He's a trusted person. He was a trusted person of the principals of one of the Kaya alam niya lahat eh. To the extent na may access tayo sa dokumento na ginagamit ng mga to. Kasi ultimo ang pagpatay niyan, Karen, sasabihin ko sa iyo ngayon, may voucher pa na binibigay para makasingin ng pera yung mga pumapatay na naatasang pumatay ng mga to.
May voucher para to prove na pinatay mo at may bayad ba kapag binigay mo yung
May bayad, kalahating milyon sa bawat ulo na pinatay nila. Kalahating milyon. Tsaka yung mga ibang kasama dito, hindi pa natin napapahuli. Papahuli pa natin. At ang maganda lang dito, sinimulan namin ang kasong ito nung hindi pa Chief PNP si General Torre. Kami ni General Torre nag-uusap tungkol dito.
Yeah.
Kasi yung mga mabibigat na kasong ganito, bulungan na lang to eh. Kasi marami makakarinig. At nung lumabas nga sa media to, medyo nag-worry ako. Pero sabi ko, ito na eh. Wala na tayo magagawa. So, pwede na pag-usapan hanggat sa kaya na hindi makukompromiso ang mga kaso laban dito sa mga salarin na pumatay na mahigit isang daang tao na gusto nilang ibaon lang sa limot dahil sa dami ng pera nila.
Ngayon, Secretary, si alias Totoy has said he fears for his life and his families. What has the government done already in terms of security?
Under the care of one of our people that he trusts. Ang mahalaga, Karen, yung trust ng tao sa amin na nagtitiwala siya sa amin na hindi namin siya pababayaan. Kaya kung ano setup ang gusto niya, sumusunod kami if that is the best way to protect him. Kasi nga, sometimes you have to give it to the person to trust his instincts about life. Kaya basta we do our best to cope with the needs for his security.
Yeah. Now, Secretary, would you consider this case, because there's 3 years to go with the Marcos administration, would you consider this a landmark case, let's say, for the DOJ, if you are able to find the bodies and solve and put those responsible to justice? Kasi malaki ito eh.
Landmark to, Karen. Hindi lang ito sa amin ngayon. This is a legacy that we will give to the Filipino people. Na hindi ho tayo nag-give up ng pag-asa para sa hustisya. We will fight for justice, whatever the cost and whatever what it entails. Kung ano ang kinakailangan namin gagawin namin para magkaroon ng hustisya ang ating bansa.
All right. Now to close, peace and order this administration's been criticized for peace and order. You have critics saying that this administration is soft. And the DOJ has announced recently that you actually have a higher conviction rate compared to past administrations. Pag-usapan natin yun, ano bang nagbago? Ano bang conviction rate po ng DOJ ngayon at legacy rin ito ng gobyerno?
Kasi currently came up with the new standards para sa prosecution of cases. We are now mandating our prosecutors and law enforcers to work together, and we have been training them for this. Kasi nung araw, Karen, nung nag-practice pa ako dito ako awang-awa sa gobyerno. Pagka magaling yung abogadong lalaban sa prosecution, sandali-sandali tapo ng kaso o kaya talo ng talo ang gobyerno. Kaya ngayon, pinapatibay natin ang kaso bago natin i-file. Kaya itong tinatawag na case build-up, napakahalaga nito. At ngayon, nagbibigay tayo ng mas malaki responsibilidad sa mga piskal, sa ating prosecutors. They are not judges, we tell them. They are executives in search of justice. At ang law enforcement is their ally. And dapat siya sumusunod sa kanila para ma-case build-up ang lahat. Kaya mabigat ngayon ang ating batting average. We are in the high 90s already sa conviction rate. And we intend to follow this too. Kaya nga institutional ang ating approach. This is not just a task force type of thing. This is the real thing. We are reforming our justice system.
Okay. When it comes to Arnie Teves, no? Si Arnie Teves, yung case build up sa kanya, I know he's detained now. Do you believe you'll get a conviction there?
I think we will. Basta, alam mo, mabibigat yan, Karen. When you talk about people with money and people who involve themselves in conspiracies, it's harder to prove. These cases are harder to prove, are very hard to prove. But we have managed to gather enough evidence to bring them to jail. Kung hindi namin kayang ipakulong yan, Karen, hindi na namin final ng kaso. Pero talagang malinaw ang ebidensya, Karen.
All right. On that note, I want to thank you for joining me today, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Maraming salamat sa inyo at magandang umaga po sa ating kapulutan.